It's September 12, 1961, in the middle of the Cold War. The United States is taking its first steps in manned spaceflight with the Mercury program, and President Kennedy has just promised to land Americans on the moon by the end of the decade.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
NASA had a lot of work to do, but luckily, they've been working on a plan for a while. Back in 1958, Werner von Braun, one of NASA's head rocket scientists, first proposed the design for a new, more powerful rocket. This design would become the Saturn V, a rocket capable of taking men to the moon, but that is still a long way down the line. In 1960, NASA created the Apollo program with the intent of landing on the moon. Each mission would take 3 men to space, using a design called Lunar Orbit Rendezvous. All 3 men would spend days in space together in a cramped command module. Then when they reached the moon, 2 astronauts would descend in the lander, while the other astronaut remained in the command module in orbit around the moon. After they had completed the mission, the 2 astronauts in the lander would dock with the command module in orbit. It was an ambitious project, one that would cost over $150 billion in today's money. But if it succeeded, and if the United States beat the Soviet Union to the moon, it would be the biggest victory in the space race. But there would be setbacks. On January 27, 1967, while astronauts Gus Grissom, Ed White, and Roger Chaffee were doing a test on the launch pad, a spark caused a fire inside the command module. The 3 men died before the ground crew could help the astronauts. This tragedy was designated Apollo 1 in remembrance of the men, and NASA fixed many problems with the design, especially revolving around safety, following the accident. Apollo 7 would be the first Apollo mission to space, launching on October 11, 1968.
4, 3, 2, we have ignition. Commit liftoff. We have liftoff. This is launch control. We have the tower. Clear. 12 seconds.
Shortly after, NASA would launch Apollo 8, then 9, then 10, all of which orbited the moon without landing on it. Then on July 20, 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin of Apollo 11 became the first men on the moon, while Michael Collins remained in the command module orbiting the moon.
I'm going to step off the limb. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
They had made it by Kennedy's deadline, and the United States had beaten the Soviet Union in the space race. There would be 6 more Apollo missions, 5 of which would land on the moon. Apollo 13 was the one that didn't make it.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
But that might be a story for another day.
Thanks for watching. Bye.